Hey guys, it's Sunday evening. How did that happen? There goes the weekend, hey? Anyways, Andrea Loudon here, holistic nutritionist and health coach. Say that 100 times in a row. Today I'm going to talk to you about high vibe foods. Forgive me, I know I said I was going to be in my kitchen today showing you a recipe, but I'm just going to give you a little bit of disclosure. I have so much food in my fridge right now. I've been cooking up a storm. I am wicked chicken noodle soup or chicken rice soup because I can have rice now. It's a miracle. um, Chicken rice soup, and I've got chicken breast in there. I've got cauliflower. I've just so much going on in terms of food that I just couldn't bring myself to make more food to put in my fridge. That it's just me here. I can't eat it all, guys. So unless you want to come over and help me. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about high vibe foods. And basically that means foods that give you energy. So when you participate in this detox, that's one of the components of it, is we try and figure out what foods work for your body, give you energy, make you vibrate super high, versus what foods take away energy. Sorry, it's really dark. There we go. It's a little better. So the more energy that you have, the better you feel, right? No brainer. And the more motivation you have to take on your day, to perform at work, to have healthy relationships with your kids, with your spouse, with friends, family, whoever it is. And when we're tired and we have no energy, we're going to make poor choices with our food, right? Unfortunately, it might be going through the drive-through. Hey Elaine, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Just talking about high vibe foods here. So when we feel energized, we make conscious choices about our foods, right? So it's kind of like a momentum thing. Like when we start to eat really well, it's like, maybe I should hit up the gym, maybe I should do a little bit of meal prep. Maybe I should, so it just becomes this momentous energy, I guess, that you have, and then it just sort of sprouts from there, which is kind of cool. And that's the place where we want to be. We want to be at a place where we're making those conscious choices with our foods, where we're really thinking things through, thinking how it's going to affect us. Is that beef going to make me feel like crap? Or maybe I should have something a little bit lighter, like fish or chicken, that kind of stuff. So when we're making supportive choices for ourselves in every area of our life, that could be, and not just with food, but also with career, with relationships, with all that kind of stuff. And we want to get to that point where it just becomes common hat. It just becomes habit, a healthy habit. And it's not even a question. So I know this detox is 2 weeks, but the idea is to be that first domino, right? It's getting you to the point where you're getting the wheels in motion. You're figuring, okay, it's time to make a change. Nobody really likes change, but you got to do something to sort of kick yourself in the butt in order to get things moving. So just a suggestion, if you are sort of wavering on the fence, it is a very gentle detox. So it's all whole food based, and we'll be hand holding you, holding your hand throughout the whole thing. So we want to get you to a point where you're choosing foods that nourish your body so that you can have energy all day. And who doesn't want energy all day, right? That would be my dream. So getting to default foods, a lot of us, in order to have that energy all day, we might default to things like coffee or sugars or muffins, like sort of those quick fixes that are going to give us a short-term energy burst, and then unfortunately blood sugar starts to crash, and then we need something else in order to bring blood sugar up again. So it becomes this zigzag effect all day. And that's why you'll see people start their day with coffee, which unfortunately increases blood sugar. And then maybe it's, you have your high and you have your crash after the caffeine wears off. And then maybe you're having a muffin, bagel, whatever, carbs, some sort of thing. It increases blood sugar. And then you're doing this all day because you're having pizza for lunch, maybe you're having pasta for dinner, and then you're always having dessert after each meal. So it's just the body can't regulate. It doesn't have a chance. It doesn't have a moment to even think about regulating because blood sugar is constantly being increased, and then you're having that crash. So little bit of a science lesson. But anyways, so when you do become one of my clients, we get to personally figure out what foods are working for you and what foods are not working for you. I love to start out my clients with the detox because it's just a simple way to get to the root of what's happening. I think that once we get to the root and you start to think a lot more clearly, it's easier to work with you, if that makes sense. It's harder to work with someone who's in that rut of I'm going to say eating maybe not the greatest, eating foods that are not working for their body, and they're not in that state of clear-mindedness. So it's kind of cool when we work together and we get to figure that out right from the bat, because then I can get you and you have that clear mind. So the idea is to have you create a healthy relationship with food. There's so many different diets out there these days. There's so much information and knowledge. I get 1,000,001 questions asking what should I eat, but I really do think that food should be tailored to who you are and what works for your body. Not everyone should be vegan. Not everyone should be paleo. Not everyone should go keto. It's really a unique fingerprint, I'm going to call it, as to what works for you as an individual. One of my goals, and I just sort of have, I've been really digging deep with what do I want to create in this world? And one of my goals is to have my clients consistently vibrate at a high frequency. So let's have that soak in. I really love that. So having you guys consistently vibrate at a high frequency. It's a little bit of woo. I know I haven't been doing much woo lately, so I thought, you know what, I gotta throw in the woo. I think it's sort of sad these days. I see people walking on the streets. I was just down on Queen Street today, and hey Patrick. I was just on Queen West today, and there were individuals my age, if not younger, who look exhausted, and it really breaks my heart because they're in their 30s and, they're already starting off kind of on a not so great foot. So let's pull together and figure out what foods work for us versus what foods don't work for us. So this puts us in a position where we can tap into our personal power, so that you're in the driver's seat of your health. You have to be an advocate of your health. Your family doctor is not an advocate of your health. I'm sorry. I go to mine for a blood test every year, and that's it. You have to be in charge of the way that you feel and your health, because unfortunately our medical system is not it's not behind us. They just want to give us pharmaceuticals. And I really do think that we can heal the body through food. And Elaine will agree, through meditation, I think, and visualization. more woo. But most importantly, I think we can heal via food. So from that standpoint, I want you guys to feel good in your bodies. And what did I say? Vibrate at a higher frequency. Yeah, give that a think. Thanks for joining. Have a great Sunday evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.